Anthropic, an artificial intelligence company, found itself at odds with the Pentagon this past week over use of its technology. Here's Jo Ling Kent.
Dario Amodei is at the center of a new kind of firestorm.
It's about the principle of standing up for what's right.
What's wrong, in his view, is why his AI company, Anthropic, has been banned from the federal government.
It feels very punitive and inappropriate given the amount that we've done for U.S. national security.
Anthropic created Claude, an AI chatbot you might use at work or school. Since last summer, its government version has been deeply embedded in military intelligence and classified operations at the Pentagon. This past week, in the lead-up to the attack on Iran, the Defense Department demanded Anthropic hand over its AI without restrictions for lawful military use. The company refused.
We have these two red lines. We've had them from day one. We are still advocating for those red lines. We're not going to move on those red lines.
Those red lines? Not allowing Anthropic's AI to perform mass surveillance of Americans and prohibit its AI from powering fully autonomous weapons without any human involvement.
It doesn't show the judgment that a human soldier would show. Friendly fire or shooting a civilian or just the wrong kind of things. We don't want to sell something that we don't think is reliable, and we don't want to sell something that could get our own people killed or that could get innocent people killed.
It's a question of who should control the most advanced technology ever created, a private tech company or the federal government.
Do you think that Anthropic knows better than the Pentagon here?
One of the things about a free market and free enterprise is different folks can provide different products under different principles. Our model has a personality. It's capable of certain things. It's able to do certain things reliably. It's able to not do certain things reliably. And I think we are a good judge of what our models can do reliably and what they cannot do reliably.
After several days of talks, President Trump on Friday directed the U.S. government to halt all use of Anthropic's AI, canceling more than $200 million in federal contracts. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth labeled it a supply chain risk to national security, a first for an American company.
President Trump has called Anthropic a left-wing woke company. Is this decision at all driven by ideology?
Yeah, I can't speak for what other parties are doing and what they're doing.
But you and here in Anthropic.
Yeah, look, we, I think, have tried to be very neutral. So this idea that we've somehow been partisan or that we haven't been even-handed, we've been studiously even-handed.
Critics call this an abuse of power, what the Pentagon is doing and what the White House is doing. Do you believe this is an abuse of power?
You know, again, I would return to the idea that this is unprecedented.
But is it an abuse of power?
You know, this has never happened before. This designation has never happened before with an American company. And I think it was made very clear in some of their statements, in some of their language, that this was retaliatory and punitive. I don't know what else to call it. Retaliatory and punitive.
As Amodei and Anthropic face a government ban, his main rival, Sam Altman of OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT, struck his own deal with the Pentagon on Friday. Amodei says Anthropic plans to take legal action.
All we've seen are tweets from the president and tweets from Secretary Hegseth.
And he says Anthropic remains at the negotiating table, hoping to talk.
If you had a moment with the president right now, what would you say to him?
We are patriotic Americans. We have done everything we have done has been for the sake of this country, for the sake of supporting U.S. national security. We believe in defeating our autocratic adversaries. We believe in defending America. The red lines we have drawn, we drew because we believe that crossing those red lines is contrary to American values. Disagreeing with the government is the most American thing in the world. And we are patriots. In everything we have done here, we have stood up for the values of this country.